What's going on, Sumolings? Welcome to another walkthrough webinar. We are excited to show off viral loops today. Before we dive into the walkthrough, I'm just going to tell you a few quick things. First, the product that we're going to be showcasing is Viral Loops. It's an all-in-one referral marketing platform to create viral giveaways, contests, and rewards, and it's available right now on appsumo.com /viral-loops at just $59. And the few things, one, if you want to tell us a little bit about your business, if you want to tell us a little bit about your use case, we would love to hear it. You could do that in the chat room. And if you have any questions about the tool, we will circle back to those questions at the end of the walkthrough. So please leave those questions in the Q&A box down below the video. It's the easiest way for me to keep track of all your questions to make sure that they get answered. The third thing I want to let y'all know is that there will be a replay available of this webinar whenever you want to watch it again, or if you happen to have to step out or anything like that, you can totally do that. All right. Thank you so much, everybody who's so far joined us. And we are joined by the product lead, Dimitris, who's going to be walking us through everything. Dimitris, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's great to be here. Nice talking to you.
Yeah, it's been great talking to you so far. We're already getting some chats. Thank you all so much. So yeah, go ahead and leave us your use cases in the chat room and leave us your questions in the Q&A box. Dimitris, are you ready for a walkthrough? I'm going to pass this off to you.
Sure. Okay.
All right. Have a good one.
Let's do it. Yeah, so basically, I'm just going to walk you through some of the aspects of our loops and show you our approach to referral marketing and to grow your business in an organic way. So yeah, we have this template-based approach that as a user you can see inside our product. What this means is basically we don't want our clients, our users to reinvent the wheel and have to be, like some kind of experts in referral marketing or so in order to get benefits for their business, right? So what we have done, we have seen referral marketing campaigns that were successful from some other companies, and we brought those into viral loops, and we call these templates. So essentially you can use the templates to replicate a referral marketing strategy for your own business. So when someone starts an account in viral loops, they can select a template that they want to use in order to create a campaign. We have referral campaigns like the ones done by Dropbox, or campaigns like the one done by Harris, for example, where they did the pre-launch campaign. We have giveaways, campaigns that are templates that are suitable for use with Facebook Messenger and several others. So depending on your use case, you can select a template and go on and create your campaign. So different templates have different kinds of rewarding, for example, like on the milestone referral, the one that is inspired by Harris, you can offer rewards based on the number of friends that someone has referred to sign up to the campaign, right? So like I said, the first thing is select a template and you go through the template process and the campaign creation. Now that involves basically customizing different aspects of the campaign. So you can see my screen right now. I'm just creating a milestone referral campaign, and I am setting up different kind of rewards for the tiers of the campaign. So let's say someone reaches one referral, they can get a t-shirt, and then let's say I can give away some stickers for 10 referrals and so on. So basically you can create these kind of settings for the campaign, which show how the campaign is going to function. And through this whole process, the campaign wizard, what the user does is essentially you can customize all the aspects of the referral campaign. Another one is, for example, the widget that you're going to install on your campaign, so that the visitors of your website can join the campaign and become your own ambassadors, right? So here we have several customization options that you can change the colors on the widget, you can change the text, you can change the fonts and so on. So after you go through this process, then it's just a matter of installing the widget on your own website. So this is one option. Before I go there, I'm just going to show you Varloops pages. I think it's pretty important that with Varloops pages, you don't have to have a website to get a campaign live, right? So you can do some really quick customizations on Varloops, and in this way, you can have a live website for your own campaign without fussing around, with page builders or WordPress or anything like that. So this is an example of such a landing page, and I have to say right now, we are bringing updates to Varloops pages, so stay tuned because you're going to see this feature get really improved over the coming weeks. Right, so as I was saying that, I can also add that, of course, if you don't want to use Varloops pages, you can install the campaign on your own website. So that's why we offer these kinds of instructions at the end of the campaign wizard, and you can copy some piece of code that is unique just for your campaign and copy it to your website. And we also offer instructions for different kinds of platforms that you are going to use. Like, for example, you can find instructions for using WordPress or Squarespace or Unbounce or anything else that you're using. So it's a pretty straightforward process, and usually what someone has to do is you just need to copy a JavaScript snippet and put it on your website, and then embed the widgets like the one that I was customizing earlier. Right, so I'm just going to show you a couple of examples right now of campaigns that are installed. So this is a demo campaign that we have created. So you can see we're basically imitating the pre-launch page from Harris in this one. So this is the Varloops widget that I mentioned earlier. This is the milestone referral campaign. And to show you how it works, I'm just going to join the campaign with my name and email address. And then the widget shows my unique link and various sharing options that I can use to invite my friends. So in this way, I can get other people to join my campaign. And you can see right here, we also have the milestone widget that shows me how many friends I have referred and what kind of rewards I can win, right? So you can also customize the milestone widget from inside the Varloops campaign widget. Right now it shows 0 referrals, so because I haven't referred anyone yet. To give you another example, this is from one of our customers. Actually, it's a waiting list. So this one is installed on Webflow. Like I said, you can put your campaign on just any kind of landing page builder that's out there. Like most of them work really fine. So what they have right now is they have a button on their website, and someone can click that button and the pop-up comes up, and the visitor basically can join the waiting list like this. Some glitch with this one. Yeah, always happens with demos. I guess I should expect that. This one also is how it works in the waiting list. It's from a different kind of demo campaign. So you can see I have joined the waiting list. I can see the position I'm in, and I can invite my friends in this way. Right, so different kind of use cases have different kinds of websites, different kinds of widgets. This is another one from for Shopify. This is a Shopify store. So we have a Shopify app that you can install on your store and basically get people rewarded for referring their friends to make purchases on your store. Right, so you can find all these in your Varloops account. You can create unlimited campaigns. So if you have, for example, a store and a website, you can have a different campaign for each one, and there's no limit. to that. So yeah, after we've gone through installing the campaign, another thing I really want to showcase right now is essentially how you can see analytics about your campaign. So I'm just going to show you briefly the campaign dashboard. This shows me how many participants I've gotten, and like if there are any rewards that I have to give away, like for example, this person, which essentially it's me right now, it's just for the demo, has reached one of the milestones of the campaign and has to get a reward. So I can manage all the rewarding from inside the campaign dashboard. I can see participants that might have tried to cheat. So in this way, I can essentially remove them if I want to. And I can also see the full list of participants from my campaign, get an export, and so on. Yeah, so with this, I think I would like to conclude the walkthrough, but of course I can dive into more details if someone has more questions. Another thing I really want to add just before the end is Varloops connects with your existing workflow. So if you're, for example, you are collecting email addresses on, let's say, MailChimp, and you're doing your marketing automation with MailChimp, then with Varloops, you can have an integration so that these emails that you collect in your campaign are automatically funneled to MailChimp, and you can use them in any way you want. We also have other integrations, like for example, with HubSpot or Klaviyo, and we also integrate with Zapier. There's an official Zapier app that's out there. So if something's not a direct integration right now, you can use Zapier and connect to it.
Awesome. Thank you so much for telling us all of this and walking us through everything. We do have some questions in the Q&A box if you're ready to get to those.
Sure.
All right. We do have some questions about integrations. We have some questions about, will you be integrating with SendFox? They want to know about Webhook integrations, et cetera, et cetera. So can you just tell us anything you want to comment on roadmaps and integrations?
All right. Well, I see an integration about SendFox right now, so we don't have a plan for SendFox immediately. But regarding your question about webhooks, we already have that. So there is a webhook integration. That means that when someone joins the campaign or when other important events happen in the campaign, like let's say a referral comes, then we do fire webhooks on an endpoint that you can specify. And you can all do that from the campaign wizard in Varloops.
Awesome. We have a question. How do you assign a cash value for a reward?
Right. So this all depends on the template that you're using. Like, for example, on Varloops for Shopify, let's say I want to reward my campaign participants for referring others to make purchases in the store, right? So my reward in this case can be coupon codes that people can use for further purchases. So that all happens from the campaign wizard in Varloops. Someone can designate what will be the value of those coupon codes. In other cases, the rewards might be manual, which means that Varloops will not handle the rewarding directly, so do not do the payouts, but you can designate what will be the value of the reward so that your participant can also see how much they have won and what they should get paid.
Awesome. Thank you for that. And yeah, just so everybody knows, there will be a walkthrough of this, there will be a replay of this available when we're done going through these. You can leave your questions in the Q&A box. A lot of people have taken advantage of that, so we're going to keep moving through these questions. Can you assign a reward to a purchase? So the reward is not triggered when the person joins the campaign, but only if they buy something.
Yeah, exactly. So like I said, this happens with Varloops for Shopify. If you have a Shopify store, if you don't have a Shopify store and you're using WooCommerce, then we have the commerce referral template. This one is specific for purchases. For other integrations, like let's say you have a custom build store, then we have the altruistic referral template. This one is inspired by Airbnb. which means you can track the purchase on your own, but you use the API of ViralLoops to track the purchase, and in this way, a referral is counted whenever someone has completed the conversion, not simply just joined the campaign.
Awesome. Do you validate the emails that are received in the campaigns?
Yeah, so about that, I briefly showed that in the campaign dashboard. So we do have a fraud detection system in place. It works automatically behind the scenes. Our customer doesn't have to do anything. So the fraud detection system checks several parameters when someone joins the campaign, so that we can detect if, for example, they're trying to cheat, they're using an email address that is not valid, or maybe they're basically trying to game the system. So by going to the campaign dashboard, you can see which participants have some kind of risk to be suspicious, and you can remove them from the campaign if you want.
Awesome. The next question is, when someone enters the campaign, is there an autoresponder within Viral Loops that thanks them for entering?
Yep, exactly. Also, all the campaigns have the welcome emails, and the welcome email is exactly that. It sends them an email as soon as they join and tells them, thank you for joining. This is your unique link to invite your friends and so on. So you can edit all those from the campaign wizard in Viral Loops.
Awesome. The next question, I have seen this one on the deal page as well. So I have the AppSumo deal with 2 codes. How does pricing work if I get over 25,000 participants?
So we have some plans that go over 25,000 participants. I don't have this off the top of my head right now. So let's chat on support@viralloops.com, because I don't remember the answer right now. I don't remember exactly the tiers, to be honest.
Yeah, if I remember correctly from the deal page, it just says that, you know, pricing would have to be talked about on an individual basis. The next question, a lot of people still want to know about integrations. They're interested in Integromat. I don't know what that is, to be honest. Does it access the data available in Facebook, like name and email, for auto population for options?
Right. So yeah, that's a thing, feature we have examined in the past as well, and it's also something that we are looking to do. We don't have this feature right now.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to say, the way people join the campaign is they provide their email address, name and email address. But for now, we don't have this kind of social login for the widgets.
Okay. Is there a give and get template? Give 50, get $50 type deals type of thing?
Yeah, that's a refer a friend template, the one inspired by Dropbox.
Awesome. Do you give just the reward for hitting that milestone, or do they get the previous milestone prize plus the new one?
They get all the milestones. So as soon as someone reaches the milestone, they are considered to have won this milestone, let's say, and so they move on to the next one. So essentially, someone goes through all of the milestones.
Is the API documentation up to date and working? And is your WooCommerce integration compatible with WooCommerce version 4?
Yeah. So if you go to actually, I can send you the link afterwards. If you go to our documentation, you can also find it from inside Viral Loops. You will find documentation for our API. And yeah, WooCommerce also works, the WooCommerce plugin.
Awesome. Question about the deal. The max number of participants is per viral campaign or lifetime?
No. The participants are for your whole account, so you can run unlimited campaigns, like I said, and the count of participants is for the whole account. So it's like an aggregate of what you have in your account.
Cool. We have a question about the Facebook Messenger giveaway. Can you walk us through it a little bit?
Sure. So this one works with ManyChat. ManyChat Pro. ManyChat is a platform that allows people to create bots for their Facebook Messenger pages, bots for Facebook Messenger for their business. So with this template, people can install this on their ManyChat Pro account, and the bot, how to explain? So people join by interacting with the Facebook Messenger bot, and then by referring their friends to also join to the same giveaway, they can increase their chances to win in the giveaway.
We do have a couple questions. So this question was obviously about the Facebook giveaway, but people are wanting to see the different types of templates. I don't want to demo all of them because we will be here for 18 hours, but I am wondering, is there a demo anywhere that they can see it? Is there any way that they can try out the campaign? What do you suggest for people that want a closer look at any of these?
Right. So first of all, in our documentation, we have like a tutorial for each of the templates. So if you go to the documentation and select, for example, let's say the milestone referral. All right, so you can see there's a tutorial. The tutorial shows how to build a campaign and what it's like. And also there's an overview right here, so you can learn more about the template. We also have articles that show you how to select a template, what are the difference between of them, which one might be more relevant to your use case, and so on. So we have all these over there. And in this way, you can also find demo campaigns that we have created, like, for example, as you're going through the campaign wizard in Viral Loops, you can see there's a link to the demo campaign. You can click that and check out a demo campaign, like the one that I showed you earlier.
Awesome. How do you close the loop when someone clicks a referral link and goes to your site?
Right, so the loop is closed when a person joins the campaign as well. So not only by clicking a link. This means that the invitee, the person that was invited, the person that clicked the referral link, has to follow the same process to sign up to the Viral Loops campaign. This means either join from the same widget like their referrer friend joined, or join from a different kind of form that has, however, been connected with the Viral Loops campaign.
All right, if someone runs a campaign and gets 5,000 participants and the campaign ends, is there a way to export those emails and delete them from Viral Loops to free up space for more campaigns?
Yeah, absolutely. So from the campaign dashboard in Viral Loops, you can export the campaign participants and get a CSV export to your email. You can use the CSV in a spreadsheet and so on. And of course, if you have enabled any of the integrations that we offer, like for example, MailChimp, HubSpot, and so on, then all of the campaign participants that you collected were automatically sent to that integration while you were running the campaign. So yeah, in these two ways, yeah, you can get an export from the campaign.
Awesome. And then I just want to say that Savas, thank you so much. He went ahead and left information about if you want info or walkthroughs about any of the campaigns, you can go to viral-loops.com/blog/messenger. That will tell you anything about the messenger campaigns, which a few people have asked about. But yeah, thank you for showing us where we can get more information on all of these, because there's a lot of good stuff here and we obviously want to see them. Next question is, can you tell us a little bit about terms and conditions and GDPR? Does any campaign running in Europe need to have GDPR options switched on? And is there a default terms and conditions template available?
We do have some templates. You can find these also in the documentation for terms and conditions. GDPR options are available. So if you want to, for example, get consent options from your campaign participants when they join the campaign, you can enable those. This all happens in Viral Loops. you set up the GDPR options that you want to offer, and then they become available when someone is creating their campaign.
Awesome. Can a loop be closed when somebody purchases something?
I think we went through that already. So yeah, it can be closed. So if you're using, let's say, Variables for Shopify, it is tracking purchases. So referred people that made a purchase on the store, or if you're using WooCommerce, then you can use the e-commerce referral and download our WooCommerce plugin and track purchases as well.
Awesome. We are just getting, at this point, a lot of our questions are looking at other types of products that do similar things. So if you can tell us a little bit about how Viral Loops stands against the competition. How do you guys compare?
Right. So first of all, I think the most important thing right now is the concept of templates. So you can start a campaign very easily without having to come up with any complex concepts or try to set up your campaign like from scratch. So you can follow the concept of the template and have a ready-made referral campaign in a few minutes. And also, the thing is, Viral Loops is an all-in-one solution because we also offer Viral Loops pages, which allows you to get your campaign live literally in minutes. And it takes just some customizations in the campaign wizard, and you can be going without having to spend time or money on landing page builders or having to involve developers and so on.
Awesome. All right. So we have this question again. Would you confirm if the participants is per campaign or lifetime? I believe that's already been answered. So yeah, I think that's it for all of our questions, but I say this every time and we always get more questions. So I'm just going to keep talking for about 2 more seconds to see if anything else pops up. And it looks like we are, all right. Oh, okay. Okay, we got questions. Can you,
I
okay. Can you explain?
kind of went through this process.
Oh, this is a new question. Can you please explain the coaching element of the Pro Plan? Power Plan, sorry.
Right, yeah. So basically what we do is we work with you so we can optimize your campaign. So we are going to spend some time to understand your business, what would be a good idea, what kind of campaign to run, and how to best make it successful. That's part of the coaching element. And then we are going to go through the campaign assets, like for example, the copy that you have on the widgets of the campaign, so that it can be optimized and become successful.
Awesome. We do have one person that says he has a question, but then he didn't tell us what the question was, and I feel like that's a tease. But here's a question. Is there a way to give people their reward status in an email, as in a live updating widget I can add to an email, such as at the bottom of a newsletter?
So the emails are do not allow us to have a live updating widget. That's an email thing. It's not a Viral Loops thing. Mm-hmm. However, what we have seen our customers do is they include the participants' unique link inside the email, and so when someone clicks that link, they can go to the page that shows them the widgets of the campaign and shows them essentially what they have won, how many friends they have referred, and so on. I was just looking at a customer that did that earlier.
Awesome. Do the Viral Loops pages allow for links or subpages for privacy policy, terms of service, so that paid traffic campaigns can be run on Google?
So yeah, we don't have this right now, like the ability to add custom links inside the page. We are making, like I said, we are making updates on Viral Loops pages and already working on that. So yeah, just stay tuned. However, I would like to ask if someone has feedback on Viral Loops pages, please shoot us an email. It really helps us at this point to learn everything about how people want to use that.
Totally. Is there a dashboard portal for everyone who gets a link?
So the concept of the dashboard is essentially created by getting the Varloops widgets in a page. That's the kind of referral dashboard. It's not like a dashboard hosted by Varloops, unless you're using Varloops pages, of course. So what I'm trying to say is everyone that has a unique link can use the Varloops widgets to see how many friends they have referred and what kind of rewards they have on. But these widgets either have to be embedded on your own landing page, or if you're using Varloops pages, they can be embedded on the page itself.
Awesome. Yeah, Jacqueline, it's a lifetime 25K participants. Just so you know. All right, that is it for our questions, I think. And yeah, why not? I think that's it. If anybody else has any more questions, you can always leave those on the deal page. You can also reach out to them. They are obviously here to answer all of your questions and are enjoying doing so. All right. So if you have not already gotten viral campaigns, there's obviously so much that you can do with it. So if you have not already, go to appsumo.com/viral-loops and you can redeem your code. It starts at just $59 for a lifetime deal. And of course, it is backed by AppSumo's 60-day guarantee. So you can get going with it, give it a try, see how it works for you. Leave us those comments on the deal page. We'd love to see what you're creating. And yeah, thank you so much, Demetrios, for being with us today.
Thank you for having us. It's great.
Yeah. You are all awesome. Thank you, everybody, for watching, and everybody have a good day.
Thank you.